Defense of the Alamo, page 123 and 124. Cincinnatus Heiner Miller, circa 1841 to 1913, was born into a Quaker family in Indiana. In 1852, following the Oregon Trail, Miller's family moved to Oregon. Miller's personal wanderings began while he was still young during the gold rush. Miller traveled to California to work in the mines. Over the course of his life, he wrote for a newspaper, served as a judge, and wrote extensively using the name Joaquin, after the California bandit Joaquin Murrieta. Although initially unpopular, Miller later became known as the Poet of the Sierras. The following poem was published in 1898 in the collection Poems of American Patriotism, 1776 to 1898. Miller used for his subject the events of February 1836, when a Franciscan mission in San Antonio, Texas, was the site of a battle between Texan freedom fighters and the Mexican National Army. Although the Texans were vastly outnumbered, they chose to fight to the death rather than surrender. Santa Anna came storming as a storm might come. There was rumble of cannon, there was a rattle of blade, there was a cavalry, infantry, bugle and drum. Full 7,000 in pomp and parade, the chivalry, flower of Mexico, and a gaunt 200 in the Alamo. And 30 lay sick, and some were shot through, for the siege had been bitter and bloody and long. Surrender or die, men, what will you do? And Travis, great Travis, drew sword quick and strong, drew a line at his feet. Will you come? Will you go? I die with my wounded in the Alamo. Then Bowie gasped, lead me over that line. Then Crockett, one hand to the sick, one hand to his gun, crossed with him, then never a word or a sign, till all, sick or well, all save but one man. Then a woman stepped, praying and slow, across to die at her post in the Alamo. Then that one coward fled in that night, when all men silently prayed and thought of home, of tomorrow, of God and the right. Till dawn, and with dawn came Travis's cannon shot, in answer to insolent Mexico, from the old bell tower of the Alamo. Then came Santa Anna, a crescent of flame, then the red escalade, then the fight hand to hand, such an unequal fight as never had name. Since the Persian hordes butchered that doomed Spartan band, all day and all night, and the morning so slow. Through the battle smoke mantling the Alamo. Now silence, such silence, 2,000 lay dead, in a crescent outside, and within, not a breath save the gasp of a woman with gory gashed head. All alone there waiting for death, and she but a nurse. Yet when shall we know another like this of the Alamo? Shout, victory, 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 ho! I say, 'tis not always to the host that win. I say that the victory, high or low, is given the hero who grapples with sin, or legion or single, just asking to know when duty fronts death in his Alamo.